Welcome to students. Today we are going to discuss about the next pollution, that is the soil pollution and its remedies. In last video lecture we had to discussing about the noise pollution, the effects of noise pollution, causes of the noise pollution and remedial. Okay. In this lecture we have to see the soil pollution. Let's we start. Then in this chapter we have to study first what is soil, what is the soil pollution, how it is caused, types of soil pollution, what are the effects of soil pollution, and how we control the soil pollution. We all the contents we have to see in one by one in detail. First, what is the soil? Soil, it is a thin layer of organic and inorganic materials that covers the earth's rocky surfaces. Soil, it is nothing but the thin layer of the organic and inorganic materials or solid parts to cover the earth's rocky surface. Soil, it is composed of particles of broken rock that have been altered by chemical and mechanical processes that include weathering and erosion. Soil, it is also composition particles of the broken rock that they have been altered by the uh, chemical and mechanical processes that due to the weathering and erosion actions. Then soil pollution. It is defined as the buildup in soils of persistent toxic compounds, chemical, salts, radioactive materials, or disease-causing agents which have adverse effects on plant growth and animal health. The soil pollution, it is the buildup of the soils persistent is the fertilized the toxic compounds, chemicals, various chemicals, salts, radioactive materials, or disease-causing agents which have adverse or it is the effect to the plant growth and animal health also. Soil pollution is also caused by means other than the direct addiction of xenobiotic, that is man-made chemicals such as agriculture runoff waters, industrial waste materials, acidic precipitates and radioactive fallout. The installation, it is also caused by the man-made uh, effect such as the chemicals, that is we have to use the different fertilizers or chemical fertilizers in to agriculture or farming growth, that's agriculture runoff waters. Next, industrial waste material we have to disposal or we have to wastewater we have to directly thrown or directly uh, supply in the ground, that's acidic precipitates and radioactive fallout also. Next, what is the causes of soil pollution? There are the various causes of the soil pollution. We have to see them one by one. First, seepage from landfill. The most important first causes is the seepage from the landfill. Next, discharge of industrial waste into the soil. The discharging we have to in the industrial or manufacturing plant. What they do the directly discharge the wastewater or waste chemical liquid in the direct in the soil. Next, percolation of contaminated water into the soil. The percolation of the contaminated water into the soil. That is the wastewater directly in the mixed with the soil. Rupture of underground storage tanks. Excess application of pesticides, herbicides, or fertilizers. The another main causes of the soil pollution is the where to use the different pesticides, herbicides, or the various chemical fertilizer. Next, solid waste seepage. Next, deforestation and soil erosion. It is a most or nowadays it is a big issue, the deforestation, because of the development as per the development or as per the population growth, we need the more and more land, that cause we have to deforestation, that causes the soil pollution also forming or created. Next, in this picture we have to see the excess application of pesticide we have to see that we have to use, or the different pesticide to the growth of the plants or crop. It is a very harmful for the soil pollution. It causes the soil pollution. Next, in this picture, we have to see the excess use and disposal of plastic and polythene waste. We have to directly throw the plastics on the soil. That this is we know that the plastic does not deposit or burn, or we have to we cannot throw the plastic it anywhere, but it is the effect of the plastic. Does we have to add this plastic or mix the water. This is the water pollution. If we burn the plastic, there will be created the air pollution, and we deposit the plastic in the ground, there will be soil pollution. Next, here we seen that various wastage or various disposals are thrown directly on the ground. This is that cause the soil pollution are forming. Next, industrial seepage. That is the industrial we have to saving the money or treatment of plant. They directly discharging the wastewater or a chemical water to the ground. Next, solid waste to seepage. That is a it is a happens where the garbage plant at the, where we see that at the city corner or outside of the city, there will be the garbage treatment plant. That cause also the soil pollution are forming. Here we see that this picture is related with solid waste seepage. Next, the most common chemicals involved in causing soil pollutions are petroleum hydrocarbons, heavy metals, pesticides, and solvents. The another most common for chemicals involved that we have to directly discharge or causing the soil pollutions are the first petroleum hydrocarbons, heavy metals, pesticides, and solvents. Next, types of soil pollution. What is the types of soil pollution or sources of soil pollution is first agricultural soil pollution, second soil pollution by industrial effluents and solid wastes, third pollution due to urban activities. First, agricultural soil pollution. Due to agricultural soil pollution, it's the first is the pollution of surface soil and second pollution of underground soil. Due to the agricultural soil pollution, there will be created the soil pollution, two types of the soil pollution. This is the first pollution of the surface soil or earth surface soil, and also pollution due to the underground soil. Next, soil pollution by industrial effluents and soil waste. First, pollution of surface soil and disturbance in soil profile. The, due to the industrial waste, the soil pollution are forming. The first is the pollution of the surface soil, and second the disturbance in soil profile, changing the soil profile. Next, pollution due to urban activities. It is a man-made. The pollution of surface soil and pollution of underground soil. Next, agricultural soil pollution. First, plants on which we depend for food or are under attack from insects, fungi, bacteria, viruses, rodents, and other animals and must compete with the weeds for nutrients. The plants generally depending for the food the under the attack from the insects, fungi, bacteria, viruses, and other animals and must compete with the weeds for nutrients. To kill unwanted populations living in or on their crops, farmers use pesticide. The farmer use the pesticide or chemical because of the to killing the unwanted populations living in or their crops. That cause the farmer use the pesticide. But this effect also the it also air pollution, water pollution, also soil pollution. Third one, the remnants of such pesticide used on the pets may get absorbed by the soil particles and contaminate root crops grown in the soil. The remaining such pesticides used, the pests may be get the absorbed by the soil particle and also the contaminated root the crops growth in the soil. That is the at the time of the pesticide using in the crop, the the this pesticide may get absorbed by the soil particle also, and as well as the this root contaminate get the root through the crop in the soil. Next, the consumption of such crops causes the pesticide remnants to enter human biological system and affecting them adversely. Because it is a general thing, the this type of the crops we have to use in our daily purposes or daily vegetables, that it is easily enter the human biological or human being or human life, and also it is affected to human biological system and adversely. Next, what is the agriculture effects? The reduce the soil fertility, reducing the soil fertility, reduce the nitrogen fixation, increase the erodibility, larger loss of soil and nutrients. The most important, the larger loss of the soil and nutrients. The basic soil, it is the basic soil capacity or basic soil uh, advantage. The deposition of silt in tanks and reservoirs, it is the another most important effect is the deposition of the silt and the soil in the tanks and also in reservoir. Reduce the crop yield, imbalance in soil uh, fauna and flora. This is the related with the agriculture effects of the soil pollution. Next, here we see that the various agriculture effects due to agriculture we have to use to be various pesticides chemical that there is the are crop growth is regular than the fast, but it's very harmful for the human beings also soil. Next, industrial soil pollution. The large quantity of solid waste like unused and rejected chemicals like sludge, pressed mud, sawdust, bottles, plastic material, etc. Unwanted industrial waste generated during the manufacturing process are dumped over on the surface of soil by almost all industries with difference in the degree. Here we see that the many or major industrials we have seen that the all these large quantity of the solid waste like the use of the unused and rejected chemicals like the various sludge, pressed mud or sawdust or map bottles or plastic materials, unwanted also unwanted industrial waste generated during the at the time of the production or the manufacturing process are directly dumped in the on the surface of the soil, and almost all industries do this pollution or do this without any treatment. The larger production base, larger is the generation of waste. Traditionally, these materials have been dumped around the factory site or around the entire city. Rarely they are the is seen that generally the traditional tree materials are have been dumped around the industrial area or around the factory site and in our, or the entire city, and this is the really they are the affected the soil. There he is seen that here we seen that the chemical waste it is directly mixed with the in the water or near about the lake, and so he is seen that the dumping of the solid particles or solid unwanted or unused of materials near about this site or city. Next, industrial phase. What is the industrial phase? Dangerous chemicals entering underground water. These chemicals are mixed with the underground water. That is when we excavate, when we dig the well or the bore well. That time this water we have to use. That is nothing but we have to use the chemical water. Next, ecological imbalance. It is the impact of the ecological imbalance in the uh, underground water, animals or aquatic life. Next, release of pollutant gases. So releasing the most of the pollutant gases with the its odor or smell on the surrounding area. Next, increase the salinity and reduce the vegetation. It's important. We have to use the or we have to mix the liquid also solid waste or unused material in the directly to ground. That is the effect is the reduce the vegetation or the reduction of the crop. Here we see that the pollutant that with the dangerous chemicals which is directly are discharge of the near upper side or the lake, and also the soil pollution due to industrial waste. Here we see that it is a liquid chemical directly discharged, and here seen in this image the solid particles or unused or unwanted particles are dumped at this area. This is soil pollution due to industrial waste. Next, soil pollution due to urbanization. Urban activities generate large quantities of city waste, including several biodegradable materials like vegetables, animal waste, papers, wooden pieces, carcasses, plant twigs, leaves, cloth waste, as well as the sweepings, and many non-biodegradable materials such as plastic bags, plastic bottles, plastic waste, glass bottles, glass pieces, stone, or cement pieces. The next important point is that it is due to the urbanization. At the time of the in a metro city or a city, it generated the large quantities of the city wastage, just like in either biodegradable materials or non-biodegradable materials. The biodegradable materials in that such that it's the various vegetables, animal waste, also paper, plant twigs, leaves, cloth waste as well as the sweepings. And in the non-biodegradable, we have to see we had to taken or say buying the some of the water bottle or Bisleri bottle or also various plastic plastic or such as the kurkure or lays. This plastic we have to directly thrown on the ground or it is a dumped at the ground. That effect that is the non-biodegradable materials. What is the effect? The first, on a roof estimate, Indian cities are producing solid city waste at the tune of the 15,000 to 80,000 metric ton every day. It is seen that it is searching the data the every day the we have to in the urban city or in the more major city or larger cities we have to collect in the solid waste it's around 15,000 to 18,000 metric tons every day, not every month, it's every day collection. And it's if left uncollected and decomposed they are cause of the several problems. And if we left the uncollected or the also we have to decompose these solid materials or biodegradable also or non-biodegradable materials. They are the causes of the several problems. Next, what is the urbanization effects? First, clogging of drains, in inundation of areas, public health problems, pollution of drinking water sources because it's directly mixing in the water, foul smell and release of gases, various odor smell are coming through the ground and releasing the various gases. Takes waste management problem. It is the problems of the waste management. This is the effect of the urbanization effects. In this picture we have to see the contamination of the soil due to wastewater. It's due to solid wastewater to directly mix at the soil. That is the effect of the soil. Here we see that the garbage plant or garbage waste collection. Here we see that the clothing washing the clothes or dhobi ghat. Dhobi ghat is directly for pollutants or pollutant materials are mixed with the water also as well as the soil particles. And we say this type of the picture we have to see in the many of the cities or big cities. Also, it is type of the picture we have to see nowadays also in rural areas because of the awareness, lack of the awareness. You can directly disposal or dump this material, and also we have to throw on these materials biodegradable or non-biodegradable materials at the in the water or soil. Some more effects of the soil pollution. The another important more effects of the soil pollution. First, pollution runoff into rivers and kills the fish, plants, and other aquatic life. Its effect is first is it's polluted the water in the river. Also, it is killing the fish, and also it is plants and other aquatic life. It's a growth several problem of the plants and growth of the crop and other aquatic life. Next, crops and fodder ground of polluted soil may pass the pollutants on to the consumers. This type of the crops or this type of the vegetables we have to selling or we have to buying the directly directly by the farmer, or this unwanted or fertilized crop. This polluted soil may no longer grow crops and fodder. Soil structure is damaged, that is the clay ionic structure impaired. Next, corrosion of foundations and pipelines. It is related with the civil engineer. Due to the soil pollution, it is seen that it is corrosion the foundations, that is for corrosion the steel members uh, in the present in the foundation, and also corrosion the pipelines, the underground pipelines or water pipelines or drainage waste pipelines may release the vapors and hydrocarbon into buildings and cellars, may create a toxic dust, and may poison children playing in the area. The most harmful for the also as well as the children, because the children are playing on the ground. It is a very harmful, and this at the near about the ground the children also drinking the directly pipeline or directly tap water. That time is nothing but the poison. Such is the more effects of the soil pollution. In this picture, we are seeing that due to the soil pollution, the fish kill the fish or dead the fish, and this is the in this picture we have to see the wastage or solid waste. Also, it is it's most more it's a solid waste we have seen. The number of parts are the plastic is very harmful for the environment cycle and also environmental ecological. Next, in how to control this soil pollution, we are to using the 3R system, that is the reducing, recycling, and reusing. Then we have to see reducing the chemical fertilizer and pesticide use. We have to reducing or the we have to control the use of the directly use of the chemical fertilizer and pesticide to agriculture or farming area, zones. Then recycling, it is another way to reduce and control the soil pollution. Recycling the paper, plastic, other materials reduce the volume of refuse in landfills and other common causes of the soil pollution. We have to use the waste of the paper, plastic, and other materials, or that is the plastic bottles, in the regular purposes or regular our work. Then we have to controlling the soil pollution, or we have to preventing the soil pollution. Nowadays we have to see about the plastic road construction, that it is nothing but the to use the waste bottle or some waste plastic are used in the road construction. It is very useful for uh, the soil pollution as well as the water pollution and also air pollution. Next, reusing of material, we have to reuse the materials. Next, deforestation, the cutting down of trees causes erosion, pollution, and the loss of fertility in the topsoil. Planting the trees or reforestation helps prevent the soil erosion and pollution. We try to planting the more of the more to more trees and reforestation trees to help to prevent or controlling the soil erosion and get the controlling and preventing the pollution. This is the important for the as well as the to for the controlling also the air pollution, also water pollution. Next, weeds soak up minerals in the soil. Reducing the weed growth helps to reduce the soil pollution. We have to reducing the weed to growth helps we have to prevention of the soil pollution. One of the more common methods of the reducing weed growth is covering the soil with numerous layers of wet newspapers or a plastic sheet for several weeks before cultivation. This prevents the light from the reaching the weeds, which kills them. Next, designated pits should be used for the dumping of soil waste. This waste should be treated chemically and biologically to make the less toxic and hazardous. We have to use the designated pits should be used in the dumping of the soil waste, and this waste should be treated by the chemical and biologically to make the less toxic and hazardous. In this picture, we have to see the 3R system, that is a recycle, reuse, and reduce. In this picture, we have to see that we have to use the waste plastic for the gardening and gardening purposes. In this, we have to see the waste of the trees and waste of the uh, trees plants are dumping for to create the natural fertilizer. Also, we have to collecting the differentiate the different plastic and different purposes in this bag, or in this we have to collect the various waste plastic. In this we have to collect the glass bottles, and in this we have to collect in the waste bottles or plastic bottles. And this is the methods of the controlling the soil pollution. And last message for all of you, to plant the trees more and more. Okay, okay, here we stop here today, and next lecture we have to see the another type of the pollution. Thank you so much.